From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
Welcome back to another episode of The Horse's Mouth Movers and Shakers, where we highlight those moving and shaking around St. Augustine. As we are in the Stretch Lab location here in St. Augustine Beach, I'm Morgan Allen, joined by Stretch Lab franchise owner David Ramos. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fantastic.
And welcome to our studio.
Thank you. It's stunning. Yes.
Thank you. It smells great too, right?
It smells so good. I know. Some lemongrass, some lavender. I love it.
The Stretch Lab smell.
It's a specific scent for all of the locations.
That's right.
Really ties them all together. I love it. So we have a special guest. We have Matt Nigut with AmpGym. Matt, thank you for being here.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Yes.
Good seeing you again,
Good
my
to
friend.
be seen, sir. Thank you.
So you are a personal trainer with AmpGym, and you focus on 55 and up specifically. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I've been a personal trainer for close to 20 years now. I started right out of high school, and I've coached close to 2,000 clients in my career. Half of them are 55 or older, and then half of them started with some kind of like pre-existing injury or condition, something like that. So I've kind of developed a reputation for working with more difficult clients as perceived by the industry. I just find them challenging and interesting to work with. So I love working with that population. You know, people that have bad backs, bad knees, maybe a surgery or two, something like that, because it really takes a different approach, and it's challenging for me. And you know, they take it a little bit more seriously because it's about staying out of the nursing home rather than like looking good in a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's more of a scientific and problem-solving approach rather than just, all right, lift heavy, let's go, push.
That's correct.
So that's great. So you've known Mr. Ramos for quite some time here.
Yeah, we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
Not only
love
that, but I'm in one of those populations, not the older population, but that's okay. I started going to Matt as my personal trainer after I had rotator cuff surgery. And I've been working with Matt now one-on-one.
How has your experience been?
It's been fantastic. Yes, Matt keeps me going, keeps pushing, and working well.
That's great.
You've done a good job, man. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
I love it. So tell me about how you make these workouts a little more specific for the person. So they're low impact. Tell me a little bit more.
Absolutely. So I'm always thinking about what is going to increase their quality of life the most. I don't want to take clients through a random workout. I want to do workouts that actually improve their daily life, right? So first thing we find out, what do they enjoy doing? Is it hiking? Is it golfing? Is it just chasing their grandchildren in the backyard? And then we try to modify the workout so that it best prepares them for those activities, right? At a certain age, you know, heavy bench presses and bicep curls, that stuff is fun, but it doesn't actually increase your quality of life, right? So we're always thinking, what payoff are we going to have for our time and our effort in the gym? And if it doesn't directly correlate to your quality of life, we tend not to do it. You know, the whole goal is to live well as you age, be able to continue doing the things you want to do, and basically stay out of the doctor's office as much as possible, right?
I know calisthenics is a big buzzword these days.
Sure.
Are you guys utilizing some of those techniques?
Absolutely. So calisthenics is really just body weight exercises. So that's actually where most of my clients start, because before I'm interested in a 55-year-old person being able to lift objects, I'm much more interested in them being able to move their body safely and efficiently. So we usually start with a lot of body weight exercises, a lot of balance, a lot of stretching. And then once they build a foundation in that, then we sort of progress them to a little bit more of the traditional weightlifting stuff. But again, once we start the weightlifting, it's still focused on function for their daily life, not maxing out in the gym or lifting really, really heavy weights. You know, like I'm much more interested in you being able to lift your grandkid in an awkward position without throwing your back out than I am in how much you can bench press.
I love that. So when it comes to taking care of your body long term, you know, we have the strength training aspect, the mobility aspect, there's also the cardio aspect. How do you help them find the right balance for their lives?
That is a great question. Great question. If you want long-term sustainable results, you really have to balance your approach between three things. And you mentioned them. There's strength training, there's conditioning, and then there is the balance, right? as you age, you're going to lose muscle mass. So you need to do just enough strength training to maintain what you have, hopefully not lose it too fast. You don't have to be lifting heavy weights. You just need to be able to do your daily activities. Enough conditioning, enough cardio to, make the doctor happy when you go for your annual checkup. And then the balance is big, right? Enough balance work so you lower your risk of slip and falls. That becomes the biggest life-changing experience for somebody 55 and older, is a slip and fall leading to some kind of injury, then the recovery from the surgery. It's just like an uphill battle. Yeah. So we kind of divide our effort pretty evenly between strength, conditioning, and balance work.
And that's where we work together so much. We have a lot of clients that are the crossover, where we'll work on and focus on the stretching, and Matt's helping them through those 3 areas.
That's so important to have that healthy balance. Now, is there a baseline that's like, okay, if I can put my sock on my foot without, falling over, is that a good baseline for every day to, to make sure that you're staying up to par with your healthy balance in life?
I haven't particularly thought of putting on the sock as a baseline, but that is a good one.
Yeah.
We do a single leg balance test with every client when they first come in. So that would translate directly over to putting on your socks.
Yeah.
But generally what I look for is I like all my clients to be about 20% fitter in every area than what their daily life demands, right? So if you love gardening and you have to sling, 50-pound bags of mulch or whatever, I want you to be able to lift a 70-pound sandbag, right? If you love going hiking, I want you to be very confident on unstable surface, lateral movements, single leg movements, things of that nature. If you're a big avid fisherman, obviously I want your upper body strength a little bit more than the average person. So I'm always looking at their life, their lifestyle, what they want to preserve as they age and retire, and then maintaining that through our fitness efforts in the gym.
I love that. You truly do tailor everything towards your specific client, and that is so important and
absolutely
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're located here in St. Augustine Beach?
Yes. Yes, we are right at the corner of 312 and US 1, right behind Flagler Hospital.
Okay, fantastic.
And we have a 24/7 access gym for the regular population, and then the bread and butter of the gym is the personal training department, where we do private one-on-one training as well as group setting.
Awesome. And you throw in, for those who aren't doing the personal training or the gym, but there's also some jiu-jitsu you guys do.
Correct,
and,
yes.
I heard there's fencing involved, so there's some open space there for extracurricular.
There's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, we have a boxing program. There's some women's only classes. There's a great adults and children's jiu-jitsu program. And a European fencing program, believe it or not.
I love it.
Yeah. And how do people find out about AmpGym?
Best place is just amphardcoregym.com, or we're really, really active on social media. So AmpGym St. Augustine, both on Facebook and Instagram. We try to put out at least 3 pieces of content a day, so you guys can kind of follow us there.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Matt, for coming on the show and sharing your passion with us.
You are very welcome.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
And David, thank you for being my co-host as always.
My pleasure.
And we appreciate you for tuning in to another episode. If you want more information, you can find it right underneath this video. And we have many other profiles right there as well. We'll see you in the next episode of The Horse's Mouth Movers and Shakers.